Hello everybody, this is Tortoise or Želvík in Czech, and welcome to the new Keep Looking Nobody Explodes tutorial. Today we're covering the module called Mayhem. So, what's the module about? It's pretty fun solo module that can also be exported, and it looks like this. There are 19 hexagons, 18 of them are blue and one only is pink. The pink one is our starting hexagon. It doesn't have a souvenir yet, but it is considered that maybe this will be the question to ask for in future. So, what else? What are we actually doing with this module? I'll first say some principles, then show how to solve the module, and then share a recommendation how to expert this if your diffuser isn't familiar with the module and isn't confident enough to try it. So, as I said, there are 19 hexagons at total, and they are actually numbered from 1 to 19, top to bottom, left to right. Therefore, counting in columns, this is 1, top left, and then going 2, 3, looping back to top, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on, and this is the 19th one. Then we need the only bit of edge work, and that is the serial number, which is Mike Uniform 3, X-ray Uniform 7. Let me quickly fix those. Okay. And what will it do with the serial number? As you can see in the module here, we need to convert every letter in the serial number to its alphabetic position in the English alphabet. Therefore, we'll get 13, 21, 3, 24, 21, and 7, leaving digits as they are. There can also be a 0 if the digit is a 0. However, Zulu would be 26, the maximum amount. So, what next? When I press a hexagon, I will start the Mayhem to act, and it actually cannot be stopped until striking or solving. So we need to do all the work beforehand. We always start at the pink triangle, the starting one, and then need to move down for every next stage, I would say. I'll see what I mean in a second. By number of by the number that we got from the serial number. So this is the 13 for Mike, so we need to move down 13 times. Of course, since we're already starting on on hexagon 8, plus 13, that's 21, that means that we would overshoot, so it just loops back to the beginning. So we would end up here at the number of 2. Therefore, we're always moduling by 19, and if we get a 0, that means we get a 19, this one. And we need to count all our positions on a flight. There can be multiple ways to do this. I prefer to always use the lowest possible number of hexagons I need to move. Therefore, I'm using backwards as well as forward. So 13 forward on the grid of 19 hexagons means the same as -6. In other words, 6 backwards, because we're just, as I said, we can subtract and add 19 as we wish, and we'll always end up on the same hexagon. The same holds for 21. We can just subtract 19 and get 2. For 3 is okay, we can leave that. For 24, we'll get 5 after subtracting 19. We already had 21, that's 2. And for 7, that's just a 7. Or it can also be 12 backwards, however, 12 is greater than 7. So let's just leave that as it is. And when we click a hexagon, all incorrect hexagons, I should say, so 18 of them, will highlight red, and the only correct one will, I believe, remain green. Actually, never seen the color because we'll see in a second. Will be highlighted. The module expects you to highlight the correct hexagon for the next stage, and then flashes red again. So I'll quickly show you what I mean by that. I need to click the hexagon and then move 6 backwards, 2 forward, 3 forward, 5 forward, 2 forward, and 7 forward respectively in every single stage. So there will be 7 flashes total. So let's do that. I'm clicking, and you can hear the music, and now we're going 6 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 forward. Oh, by the way, the reason for that was that I didn't highlight that hexagon in time, so you could see the color of the hexagon actually. And if you highlight the red hexagon when it actually turns red, even though you can switch, it's already too late and you will receive a strike. So we have to actually count the hexagons with our eyes beforehand, not only when the stages are flashing. So I'll probably be a bit quieter and do that right now so we can actually finish this. So let's do that right now. Click. 6 backwards is here. Now 2 forward, which is here. Now 3 forward, which is here after looping. 5 forward is the third one. 2 forward is here, and 7 forward is this one, I believe. And when you correctly highlight all of these in this order, it will solve. The reason why it didn't solve now is because I went off the highlight before the actual song finished, and the red hexagons turned normal again. The reason why I did that is because I wanted more practice, of course. So let's do that last time for this one, and then we'll change the serial number. So 6 backwards first time. You should get this one. Now 2 forward, of course that's easy, we get this one. 3 forward means we get this one. Now we get the 19th one. 2 forward is the second, of course, and 7 forward is the 9th, which is this one. Now we just stay there, and you can see that it actually highlighted green, and the module is done. So there are a lot of ways to get strike on this module, but it's not actually hard. You just have to be careful. Okay, so let's look at that one. Change our serial number, which is Kilo 5 Golf November 0. Our highlighted hexagon is the 13th one, so you can do the work if you need, and you can actually try to kind of expert this, and I'll give you the suggestion for this right now, and then try to finish this module. So the ways to expert this actually is that you can make the grid, because like the hexagonal shape doesn't really matter as soon as you order each if you as long as you count each column from the left and each row from the top of the starting column. So this would be just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 in terms of rows, and in terms of columns we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in this way you can actually create something like this in just a notepad, I guess, which doesn't look like a hexagon. However, it has the same properties. If you say 1, 2, meaning the first column, second row, then it's actually 1, 2 on the module, and so on. So in this particular grid, we would have highlighted this one because it's 4, 1, the fourth column, first row, and now we need to convert the serial number digits. I hope you already did that. Because it's 11, 11, 5, 7, 14, and 0. Now we can just calculate the number of steps we need to go. So 1, 2, 3, and so on. That's one possible way. As I said, I prefer to subtract 19, so our absolute value of the number is the least possible. So or add, of course, but we are subtracting here because adding doesn't really help people if you think about it. So 11 minus 19 is minus 8, now 5 is okay, 7 is okay, 14 minus 19 is minus 5, and 0 is nice because we just stay in place. So now we do this. So here we start, and we can just mark that off because like we don't really care since there's no souvenir on the bomb and it's not implemented in the souvenir yet, and we go 8 back. So the same logic applies in the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's where you end up. So this is our first position. We can also write it down as 2, second column, second row. Now do the same thing again. 8 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I believe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, indeed. So this is our second position, which is 4th column, 4th row. So 4, 4. Now 5 forward. 5 forward means we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we end up here, which is 1st column, 2nd position. Now we go 7 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we end up here, which is 3rd column, 2nd position. Now we go minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we end up here, which is 1st column and 3rd position. And lastly, we stay in place. So we can either write 1, 3 or just stay, which may be safer instruction for diffuser, so they don't really need to worry about it. And the first one, of course, is the starting one, so we can just say, okay, start, then, and so on. And we can just read down like this to our diffuser if we, agreed on the notation, and then just read what they need to do. So without calculating and without the serial number, we can just say, okay, you now start, and then go to 2, 2, then 4, 4, and so on. So let's start. Okay, I clicked. Starting. Now 2, 2 is, of course, here. Now 4, 4. Okay, 4, 4 is the last one in the 4th column. Now we need 1, 2, which is the 2nd one in the 1st column. Now we need 3, 2, which is the 2nd one in the 3rd column, of course. And now we need 1, 3, the 3rd one. And now we shall... Oh, I miscalculated. Well, I don't know where it happened, but it happened, obviously. The disadvantage of this way, of course, is, as you see, all our job or our work is quite useless, like excluding the conversion of the serial number, because now we need to recalculate all of this again, kind of. We could just move, actually, we just repair the last step, which was 4, and we shall go 5 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5 backwards? It's 14. 14 is 5 backwards. What am I doing wrong? 1. Oh, I'm missing this dot. 2, 3, 4, 5, of course. So we could just do this, and now move everything by the means that we moved. So we're not starting at 4, 2 anymore. I mean, 4, 1. Now we're starting at 2, 4. How many hexagons did we move? Well, that's actually, we were here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 backwards. So we can just move all of those 6 backwards, and that would still work. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 3 now. And you can actually see that 5 is 2 before 3. So we can just go 2 before, and it's 5. 1 before that, it's 1. So we have those. 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4 before 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 before 1. That's those. We have to remember which ones were used. And the 2, I forgot. So we can just do it simply by clicking start, then moving to -8, and then go -8 from that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 2, and we can just check the 3. If we go 5 forward, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it connects. And this is it. Now, of course, to make it simpler for diffuser, because he or she doesn't see the grid we made. So just let's say start, then 5-2, then 3-3, then 4-3, then 1-3, and the fifth one is on 5-1. And then we stay because the last one is 0, and that should be it. So hopefully I didn't screw up here. Let's see. So start. Now 5-2. Now 3-3. 4-3 now. 1-3. And the last one is 5-1. And then we stay in place. So I'm just staying, not moving, for the 0. And now it ended, and it gives us the green light. So you can actually see that, for me at least, this is pretty hard to see, and it's definitely easier for me to just solo the module if I have a bomb in my hand. However, it doesn't need to be the case every time if you have this on your profile. So I think we go one last example with just the solo. So for the alarm clock. Okay. By the way, just quick note: if you click a wrong triangle, I mean hexagon, it doesn't mean you got lost. You'll just lose afterwards if you don't check the serial number. So you can click actually any hexagon. However, I don't recommend pressing the blue one because you'll stay on the pink one anyways. So our serial number is Whiskey 54 Alpha Zulu 8. Just for sake of it, I'll write it down. And you can quickly convert it. We're starting at 2-3, and you can try to expand it, or like at least on this video to imagine where I should go. And if I quickly do the work as well, so this is what Defuser can do in their head: 23, 5, 4, 1, 26, and 8. However, we're subtracting 19, so it's 4, 5, 4, 1, 7, 8. And 8 is still, 9 is the worst that can happen to you, because it corresponds to -10, and 10 corresponds to -9. Therefore, 9 is the greatest absolute value of the number that you, of the number of hexagons that you will have to move. So that's one thing. You can also calculate like the hexagons as just numbers 1 to 19 and keep adding. So if we say, okay, we're starting 2-3, which is 6 hexagon, then we have to obviously go to 10, then we have to move to 15, then we have to move to 19, then 20, but there are only 19 hexagons. That means it's a 1, then to 8, and then to 16. And this is what you can actually tell to your diffuser. However, I don't know if it helps much, you know. If you just tell them the number of spaces they need to move, it may be even easier for them. So yeah, that's kind of it. Maybe you can make use of some modification of the previous method I used and this method, and some kind of mixture of it can be pretty good. So let's just go. We're starting here and moving 4, 5, 4, 1, 7, 8. So let's go. I could say that it was kind of close with those two last, because it were high numbers, close to 9. However, I think that's kind of it covering this module. There's nothing much to say for me. So thank you for watching. Be careful about Mayhem, but enjoy it. And this was Tortoise. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.